guys, just about 7 minutes after the hour of 6 o'clock. Good morning to you. My name is Brandon Best, and you guys are on the first look. Hope you guys are having a good, wonderful one. All right, here on Real TV. Hey, let me say good morning going out to all our friends and our family right out there in Trinidad and Tobago, across the region and across the world. Well, many happy returns to you all. It was the Christmas season just about a couple of days ago, just about 4 days ago. We would have celebrated Christmas, and that would have been the last, Christmas Eve being the last time we would have spoken till today. And I'm very, very hopeful that you had plenty of time with your family to enjoy, to eat the ham, the pastel, the chicken and the turkey, the sorrel, the ginger beer for those who can handle it. You know, as I told you before, there's not much I could, my chest is a challenge to volunteer my chest. But it is okay. We had a fantastic time. You know, I need to say good morning going out to all the beautiful people out there, and especially some of those business persons that I saw on a Christmas Day and on Boxing Day going out there, still opening up their stores, you know, allowing persons to come and get that last minute shopping. To be honest with you all, I actually had to still get a last minute just one last minute item, you know. So I did do that as best as possible. So we want to encourage you all. It's Christmas, but we're getting ready to head in just a couple of days into the new year. And you know how it is. We start this program with an encouragement each and every day. So today, I want to encourage you of this. It says that your conviction in particular will draw your conversation. Your conviction will draw your conversation. Many times in life, we are not necessarily convicted about what we speak about. And sometimes it takes belief before it starts to push the conversations that are necessary to involve the actions that you want to see. We are heading into 2026, and you need to become not just simply organized about your goals, but you need to come convicted. You need to see them, believe them, that your conviction will then draw passion, that passion will then draw a conversation that is going to ensure that you have an environment for your actions. Now, the things that you say do matter, even the things that you say to yourself. The conversation that you're having with yourself right now, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you think about 2026 and you think about its possibilities, but then you look at your limitations, the fact that you may look at yourself and say, I don't know if it's possible, is not the way to go. You need to be so convicted about your goals that every single day that you wake up, there is a strong desire to allow you to keep fighting. It's like fueling, like energy, like gas. If I'll give you a good example. When you go to the gas station and you put gas into your vehicle, it gives the engine what it needs so that it can ignite the fire and allow for the vehicle to move forward. What you need isn't just simply conversation alone. You need the conviction for that conversation. What you need is not just only to write your goals, but you need to believe in those goals. If I say that I want to be able to make a certain amount of money, or want to be able to reach a certain level in my educational dreams, or I want to be better at my family life, and I put that down on paper, but I don't believe it, I have no conviction about it, my words are not going to demonstrate what I want to see. I'm not going to start to speak about it. Have you ever seen a person that is truly passionate about what they have to say? They say it again and again and again. Their conversation never stops. Matter of fact, if they told you the story about this thing last week, you just must believe that you're going to hear about it this week. It is not that they are on repeat, it is that they are convicted. They believe in what they dream. They believe in the goals that they have set out. A lot of you are going to make a New Year's resolution. A lot of you are going to make new decisions. A lot of you are going to say, I want 2026 to be the best year of my life. That is what you're going for. And guess what? It is possible. To each and every one of you out there, it is possible. But what you do need to do is become convicted. You need to believe in that dream. Let's take a quick Bible story, for example. Look at Noah. Noah was building an ark, And you know, in most instances, people don't tell this story in its fullest. Because Noah is building an ark, but the people have never seen rain come to the floors yet. They've never seen rain burst through the sky. So firstly, the thing that he's talking about is something that's very hard to believe because not many people know that it's possible. And that's the first thing. The dream that you have right now for 2026, the goal that you have for 2026, what you see, that vision that you have, not many people believe it's possible because it's never been done. It's hard to ask advice from people who have never gone where you want to go. It's also hard to get advice from people who just don't have the same vision. So Noah had to tell those people, I'm building an ark because, you know, rain is going to come. But do you know how long Noah built that ark for? Over 100 years. When you think about the length of time that he's having to build this ark and still be consistent, my question to you is, you have your dreams, but are you building your ark? Are you patient in building your ark? Are you committed to building that ark? Are you convicted? Because for 100 years, Noah was convicted. For 100 years, he had to be able to push forth. And still, despite people watching him, come and go, generations come and generations go. And he's still building this ark. And it's like, why is Noah so determined? Only until it was done and the rain came. Listen, your goal, your dream, your possibility, the best 2026 that you ever want is ahead of you. You can write it down, but you need to become convicted. Believe in those dreams. Sit with it. Pray. Ask for motivation. See it through. Plan it well. And start to believe in what you have to do. And by all means, do not be distracted. Do not take your motivation off. Do not take your eyes off. I want you guys to be so laser focused in this season that when you guys step out in 2026, you're going to make noise everywhere that you go, because your focus, your conviction, and your belief is going to ensure that what you want to see, you're going to get. So let your conviction drive your conversation. You're tired of being in spaces of people who only speak negativity, that you can't flourish because their words provide an environment for you not to thrive. I'm going to tell you this one little secret here. Words do shape the mind. And what you hear constantly can impact you. There's a study that was done with a flower, where one was speaking to the flower, telling it positive things, and the other one was saying negative things. The flower that was getting all the negative words, it withered away in a short space of time. But the one that received positive words, it flourished. Your mind follows words. Your mind follows the words that you put out there, and it also follows the environment of words that you attract. So if you're not convicted, you're not having the right conversations, then you're building an environment for your dreams to die. But you see this 2026, you see this season that is coming. I'm telling you, my country, our Caribbean people, this world, we need to see you guys thrive. Not just only me, all of us. We need people, good people, to succeed. We need good leaders, we need good fathers, we need good mothers, we need good friends, we need good business people, we need wealthy people in 2026. People of integrity and people who are going to do right by others. That's you. That's you. Start to become convicted. Don't tell yourself why not. Don't say why me. Say why not me. And become convicted. Today, right here on Real TV, we're convicted to become the #1 morning show across the Caribbean and by extension the world. And guess what? We're going to be convicted about it, and we're going to work hard to ensure that our conversation aligns and puts everything in its place to ensure that happens. But that's my encouragement for you guys this morning. I hope it was a blessing, and I hope that you guys are blessed as you go and as you get ready to plan your day. 2026 is going to be an amazing one. And guys, Christmas has come and gone, but the New Year's is upon us, and now we're excited because so much to look forward to. New year, new clothes. Some person said new relationships. No. I don't know why people do that though. What happens when in Christmas you tend to just some relationships tend to end in Christmas and probably start back probably at January the 5th. Is this a financial move? We didn't figure that. Director, I know. Somebody is trying to not buy a gift. I realize that you guys are a little bit smarter than we think, but we're on to you. We are on to you. All right, guys. So let's jump in. Let's see what's happening. There's so much that happened over this weekend. Lots of talk, lots of conversation from HEC Properties being standardizing those squatters that have taken up residency. You'd see in a bold move, the agency is looking to regularize squatters who have taken up residency in some of these unoccupied properties, which has sparked quite a number of controversy among some of the content creators on the internet. We've seen some persons having conversations concerning the fact that, well, look at how many years persons have been waiting to get an agency house. I mean, my auntie, uncle, granny, friend, brother, and his dog has applied for agency to get a property, has their reference number, has been sending back their reference number every single time to get a home, and now agency is looking to regularize the squatters who have taken up residency. So the question here is, now firstly, let me say, we are actually very happy for anyone that is able to get shelter. You know, it's important that people understand that housing is a human need and right. So for anyone that is able to get shelter, we are very happy. And congratulations to those who will get a property and at least get it in their name over the time and the years that they've invested into their space, and now getting to the ability to have it regularized for them. But we want to be able to ensure that, you know, we give them their kudos as well. But I must say that I do understand the conversation on the ground. There's quite a number of conversation on, well, if that is the case and squatters are just going to get agency houses by squatting in them, just moving in to any of those abandoned agency homes, and then eventually, look, they practically got the property. The question was, well then, if I have been waiting 40 years, 30 years, 25 years, should I have still been waiting, or should I just simply have gone into any one of the abandoned agency homes? I just waited for them to regularize me. Because that is, if you look at it from the person who has been waiting point of view, it's very hard. It's very hard. And it also sends a message. Because we still have agency properties that are not occupied. We still have hundreds and thousands of people still waiting on homes. We still have persons in this system that every time they go back to it, there's no help. You say, okay, they ask you to send a reference number, you send a reference number, they say send a letter, you send a letter, and then nothing comes out of it. You try and you try and you try. This has been the conversation of many people. I mean, we do know that we saw just over the weekend or last week, just about 100 and something homes were given out. And we want to say thanks so much to HEC for handing out some keys. But we have so many people that are still waiting. And then now, those who have taken up property illegally are now having to be able to get established, and they're actually getting their home, at least the right to be there, which is, again, not a bad thing for those who have been there already, have their family set up, they probably paint the home, you know, they take care of it. So they've already spent money there. But the issue isn't the fact that they spent money there, the issue isn't the fact that they are actually getting through with a property, which again, we're happy for. The issue is that the system in itself has not provided with itself with a challenge that it seems unfair. It just seems unfair. It seems unfair to the mother that has been waiting. It seems unfair to the uncle. Some persons, the grandmother or their mother passed away, and the children are still waiting to receive an agency home. So, I mean, we did see quite a bit of humor as well. One content creator posting up his videos with properties, agency homes in any area practically, with his backpack, and just say, yo, let me just walk around and see which ones are empty, and just move in. Just give it enough time, and this property would be mine. I mean, what is the message that we want to send? I believe that there should have been a mass drive, and I think this is a good opportunity for a mass drive to happen within the country to ensure that while this is happening, you still see quite a quick turnover of homes. I think people wouldn't have a problem if they're seeing that while those who are squatting are getting through, they see a very fast uptick in the process of those who have applied for a very long time. Quite a lot to discuss, but we hope that we can get some more information about it, get some feelings on it as the week progresses. Let's head to the Newsday. We got a Newsday. Let's get to see what's happening on the front page. We see the opposition leader, Penny, is saying Kamala is squeezing Trinidad and Tobago with fines and fees. We also see the MP and Trinidad and Tobago Football Association mourn murdered ex-Trinidad and Tobago under-17 player, says that the footballer strayed from his dreams. The Prime Minister stated that Trinidad and Tobago has become a lawless dump, talking about the road violence, road accidents in Trinidad and Tobago, and that how to more or less state why the fines, as we're going to discuss today, had to be increased. And I mean, so much has happened. Over the weekend, we would have seen that the Prime Minister and the government would have released some new increases, not only in vehicular accidents and road safety, but also even in the fees of registrations, for birth certificates, and so on. So we're going to look at that. Quite a number of things to share, and quite a number of conversations coming out there. To the back of the Newsday, we see some sports. Keishan poised to bag a TTCO award. All right, so we're going to look at that as well. The Toronto Raptors forward Brandon Ingram left stripes the ball from a Golden State Warriors forward Dre Moore Green during an NBA game in Toronto on December 28th. So we see that the Raptors and the Golden State Warriors had their game head off on December 28th. And no plan to change programming in 2026 after World Cup disappointment. The Trinidad and Tobago Football Association building under York. All right, so we're looking to still see if we're going to keep Dwight York, and the Trinidad and Tobago Association is saying here, so we're going to build here. We're not going to change the programming. We're going to keep it consistent, which is a good sign. It's good so that let's see how it goes. The team starting to do a good job, and we're getting there. We're getting to where we should be, and we do look forward to see some things coming out of that. Well, guys, we're going to take a short break and come right back. What we do, we're going to jump into some of these conversations. There's quite a lot that's happening, quite a lot, and I'm excited. It's a beautiful Monday here in Trinidad and Tobago, the 29th day of December. Just a couple of days to go, boy, and it's New Year's Day. Listen, we're going to leave 2025 one way and come out on another, Let's get ready to go. This is the first look on Real TV. I'm your host, Brandon Best, and we're excited to have a wonderful one with you guys. I'll see you guys soon when we come back.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Hi, I'm Steve Stanker, Transformational Life Coach. Join me on Elevate with Coach Steve as we transform your mindset, build mental and emotional resilience, and help you rise into your best self. Every Tuesday from 9 a.m. right here on Real TV. Let's elevate together.
Macon.
just about 28 minutes after the hour of 6 o'clock right here in Trinidad and Tobago. You guys are on the first look. I'm your host, Brandon Best, right here on Real TV. Hey, guys, it is still festive season. Some of you all are still at home. Children are out there playing. I must say, good morning going out to my beautiful daughter. You know, she looks so lovely for Christmas Day. She got quite a number of gifts and presents. One in particular being a turtle, not a real one, but a stuffed turtle, because she did extremely well in exams. So to you, Emilia Marie, I want to tell you good morning. I'm proud of you. Congratulations and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Also, I want to say congratulations going out to Anika and Agelan Batiste. I had the distinct pleasure of hosting their wedding yesterday. We had a really fun time. If you guys don't know, you know, I can bring a little vibe, you know, shake a little leg, you know, and we enjoy ourselves. A beautiful wedding, beautiful couple. So congratulations to you guys. I know you're going to have a fantastic one. Don't worry yourself, guys. Parang is still in the air, you know, and I am still taking invitations. So what had happened was Nathaniel, the director, did not decide to give me a call to go, you know, do sorrel tasting. So it's not my fault. We're going to put this one on the team that they just decided that they don't want us to go taste sorrel for the weekend. I don't know why. I was willing to come. I was willing to come by early and, you know, Paragal House, drink a little sorrel. So I know they still have a little bit more. So ensure to connect with the team. We come in, we go enjoy ourselves, man. All right, director? Oh, all right, you see? Listen, these people can't hang, you know. The director done telling me he's ready for your bed. Yes, look at this. All right, guys, quite a number of news and stories to jump to. Let's look at this. There was a businessman that was robbed over the weekend of $50,000 in Kirep. It says a businessman was robbed of $50,000 in cash on Christmas night in Kirep after a man broke his car window and grabbed 2 bags from the front seat. The 35-year-old businessman from Pouchette Street in San Fernando had parked his black Hyundai CRV in the Posads parking lot at 10:20 p.m. on December 25th. Video footage showed the suspect breaking the front passenger window and taking 2 black bags containing $20,000 and $30,000, along with a carbon tank valued at $5,000. In a separate incident nearby on Boxing Day, a Massey store employee in St. Augustine reported a break-in around 3:45 a.m. Surveillance footage showed a suspect cutting a hole in the front glass panel. 2 cases of alcohol beverages valued at $500 were also taken. So on Christmas Day, Christmas Day, it's when this businessman lost $50,000. And I mean, we did speak to you guys about the road vigilance. When you are going to shop and you leave your car, you know, and leaving valuable things in your vehicle as well. I really want to know, this type of activity is unusual, all right? It's not that, you know, robberies are taking place. We know that. There are persons right now that are out there and they're up to no good. They will see any victim and do their best to, you know, to ensure that they get what they can get. But the question is, we've seen just a couple of weeks ago, a businessman with $100,000 on by the Hyatt stretch there along Ryson Road. He was robbed of $100,000. You had that on video footage. And now you're hearing of another businessman with $50,000 in cash. The question is, how do people know? Is it that the criminals now have better technology? Are they surveilling everybody? It seems to be that people are well monitored around this country. This businessman is only 35 years old, not old at all, very young, and he's already being surveilled around the country. People looking at his movement. How did they know that he had $50,000 in his car? Who could have told them? How did they know where to get it? 2 black bags. and they broke the window, which means that they had an intent. They knew that something was there. Is it that we just simply live in an environment where our closest friends are actually our enemies, that they expose our information financially to others? Or is it that we are genuinely being watched? And it then begs the question, could somebody work hard, make their money, enjoy the benefits of their labor, and move in this country without feeling as though somebody is literally after them all the time? That builds a sense of paranoia, you know. If you're a businessman, I can imagine that these events can build some paranoia. It can make you feel uncomfortable. I don't want to go to the bank, and every time I go, I don't know who's monitoring me. Every single time you go, you have to be operating like you're a CIA. It is almost, you know, very uncomfortable when you have to hear these reports, and it's like, okay, well then what do you do? Because I'm certain that this officer, rather businessman, would have had himself as best as he could, well protected, only to be able to then get robbed of $50,000 in cash on Christmas Day. It's a sad reality, very weird conversation. I think we do need to speak with some authorities concerning this, because we need to know, is there a drone in the sky? We need some information to protect ourselves as well. How could we ensure that we are not surveilled around this country, and that people can move freely to do their business and not feel as though they're going to be victims of theft? Now, as I said before, it happens. It is very difficult to get away from the fact that, you know, these things do happen, but I think in the way it's happening right now, these are planned attacks, these are monitored attacks, and I believe every citizen right now would be very, very concerned about that. We also have some, you know, pretty sad news concerning one of our former under-17 world champion, World Cup qualifying footballers, that's TK Hoyce. TK was gunned down on the corner of Charlotte Street and Independence Square, Port of Spain, on the 27th of December around 6 p.m. The 27-year-old's body was found slumped close to a dragon statue near the Chinatown entrance, with bullet wounds about his shoulders, chest, and head. A police report said 2 other men aged 20 and 65 of Arouca and Mova were also shot, along with a female passerby who received injuries to her hand. Hoyce's death has left the local football community in mourning, as yet another ex-footballer has succumbed to gun violence. Lower down in the article, we see MP for Laventille stated, that is MP Marcel. He spoke about the fact that he knows the young man, was friends with him for some time. Also, they didn't speak for many years, but he says that he was retained by the family to deal with a court matter that he wasn't able to discuss. In his remarks, he said, however, he noted darker aspects of Laventille youth's life amid rumors that the killing was gang-related. Somewhere along the line, he strayed from his dreams and entered a world which cost him a violent end. We were not in contact for some years until I was retained by his family to represent him in a matter before the court. Although unable to disclose details on the matter, Marcel maintained that life decisions, especially for youth in vulnerable communities, matter. When it comes to one of the leaders of the Football Association and the coaches, he says that one of the reasons that we see our footballers entering into spaces after they've come into the sport, TK being a very talented young man, under 17 player, and based on the reports that we see in this article, very skillful as well, very good. They said that when he was at practice, you know, he gave his all. They said that Govaya said these tragedies go beyond football and have nationwide implications for youths seeking escape from violence through the sport. Just because they play sport, it doesn't mean they are not exposed to the bad things that exist in their communities. And if they don't get protection, if they get exposed to these things without help, it would eventually pull them. He said that the problem also comes from within professional football, which Govaya said, despite the hope it offers to many young players, it fails to provide them with the financial security they dream of. You hear about them training and not getting paid. If they're not on scholarship and you bring them on a football team without paying them, how are they supposed to live? Hear these questions. How are they going to get money to travel and feed their families? You know, this article in particular stood out to me because it led to a conversation when we just got started here on the first look. It led to a conversation as it pertains to our athletes, musicians, and sport in particular, and what more should and can be done to help our sportsmen. You have a young man who started playing football, represented our country in the under-17 World Cup qualifiers, and now we're reading an article that he dies from gun violence. Mr. Govaya making a very, very strong point concerning, well, when these young men sign up to play, to represent Trinidad and Tobago, or any country for that matter, and they sign up, they're signing up with the hope that their life is about to change. Some of them are coming from environments that are broken. Some of them are coming from environments where the only way that they know how to make money is through gang-related activity. And when you've provided them with the opportunity to get involved with a sport, and this sport says to them, I am going to help you change your life. I'm going to give you a way out. We just want you to be disciplined. We just want you to be excellent, and you're going to see your life change. And then when they actually get to the sport, they love it. They put their all into it. They are pushing. It takes them away from criminal elements. They are disciplined. There's something that they have to do. They are now productive members of society. But then it falls short because now the players show up, but their dreams or finances are not there. There's no money for them to train, no money for them to effectively compete. There's no money for them to take care of their families. And this is an issue because if it is that they come and they have to train and they have to be able to put in work to represent this nation, then what is the expectation if you've put them back into a desperate state? Now, we're not saying that just for a lack of money is the reason why any person will get themselves involved in criminal activity. And we're not saying either that TK himself was involved in anything specifically. The article does speak to some changes in his life, but we can't say for sure until we have gotten the full facts. But what we do know is that he died by gun violence, which obviously tells some sort of a story. It means something. One thing that it means for sure is that he wasn't playing football at that point. That means that somewhere along the line, we lost our young people because we did not provide for them. We can't encourage our youths to go to take on sports and activities and then expect that when they come, they give them nothing other than just simply discipline and say, that's it, bad. You're a good human being. No, they came there to work. They came there to be disciplined, to become better, to become productive, but they also came there to change the life of their families. What if, just what if, this is just my conversation, just a question for you guys, so that you could think about it, just what if he was in a much better financial position after representing the country? Just what if? Maybe he would have been able to move out of his environment. Maybe he would have been able to make a new decision that would have changed the context of his life and all that is happening for this young man. And you know what? We see this happening with so many different young people across this nation, and this is why I have to take some time just to deal with it. It's not because, it's not just an average date. This is not just an average conversation. This young man started in an environment that is and clearly could provide him with criminal options. That's the facts. And the fact is, the same young man represented our country well. His remarks from his coach is that he gave it his all. While on that field, nothing. He was humble, he listened, he took instruction. You guys, we had our young person. This young man was in the palm of our hands, ready to become the next superstar. But then the system fails. Now, I understand. There's a lot to be discussed. We know Trinidad is not an unlimited resource of revenue, but more should be done. There are sectors in our country that are extremely neglected. This is one of them. And these, however, unfortunately, are some of the consequences that we face when you neglect industries after you've pitched it as an opportunity to save our youth. You've damaged them because there's nothing to provide for it. And trust and believe, this is not a political conversation because this has been happening for a very long time. It's not just about who is in power now. It's about the fact that the system for this is broken and we are losing our young men. I would want to know that in 2026 and moving forward that these things can change and that for communities like Laventille West, when we do have shining stars going out and giving their opportunity to represent this country, that they're well taken care of so that we can see them actually finish strong and not be put into a desperate position to run back to something that they knew. It's called going back to Egypt, guys. It's called going back to Egypt. Really, really funny story. When Moses, director gave allow me, but I think it's important for the public to know, right? When Moses took the people out of Egypt, or when they got to the water side, they said that there was a Red Sea in front of them, and then they were confused and very scared because the Pharaohs were after them. And he said, listen, Moses brought us out here to die. These are people that just got freed from Egypt. He said, he brought us out here for us to not survive. And the people started to say, it was better for us to go back to slavery. It was better for us to go back to Egypt, where we at least had food to eat 3 times, and nobody was after our lives to kill us. That has happened when you push people to a point of desperation. They are free people. That young man had a free opportunity now to change his life, but he was pushed to a point of desperation that his mind is like, let me go back to Egypt. Let me go back to what's comfortable. Let me go back to the thing that may not be the best for me. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not saying it's our fault. But clearly, we dropped the ball on this one. So condolences to the family. I do feel very strongly about it. I love young people. I genuinely want to see them thrive in our nation. So I really want that, condolences to the family, condolences to all of the Trinidad and Tobago football team members and association, to you guys who may have known him from Laventille West. And let's ensure that this doesn't happen to another footballer, another sportsman, another artist, another anything. We have rising stars in our country. When they come out with their talent and they come out with their gift, take them seriously. Invest, and let's ensure that they get in the spaces that they need to be so that they can succeed and not have to go back to Egypt. We're going to take a short break and come right back. And while we do, we're going to get back into some more stories. My name is Brandon Best. You guys are on The First Look right here on Real TV.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance. Is thermally and acoustically insulated. Provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 292-6470 or WhatsApp us at 384-7142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
I am Avinash Singh, former Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries. I will be hosting the next harvest. A forward-looking agricultural TV series exploring innovation, resilience, and opportunity across the Caribbean farming landscape. Join me right here on Real TV every Wednesday at 9 a.m. with repeats. See you soon.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance. Is thermally and acoustically insulated. Provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 292-6470 or WhatsApp us at 384-7142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
I am Avinash Singh, former Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries. I will be hosting the next harvest, a forward-looking agricultural TV series exploring innovation, resilience, and opportunity across the Caribbean farming landscape. Join me right here on Real TV every Wednesday at 9 a.m. with repeats. See you soon.
do a lot with myself all my time.
Okay. So tell us what you're looking for in a female.
Usually, I go for more petite females. I like nice hair. I like females who are confident in themselves, so you don't necessarily have to wear too much makeup. You know?
we got our very own local spin-off version of Pop the Balloon. It's called Singles, right here in Trinidad and Tobago. I think this was episode 4 that is out now on YouTube. So you guys can go check it out, Singles. All of our people right here, persons looking for love. You may be out on the dating scene. I just actually saw something on the internet there that said that 72% of men become a lot more stress-free when they see their girlfriends or significant other. So a good relationship does help to release stress, but that also means that there's just about 28% of the times that men do feel stressed when they see you. And I really hope, that it's on the 72% side, that when ladies, when your spouse or significant other sees you, that they feel a release of the stress as opposed to feeling if their life has now added stress to it. But if you are single and you are looking to, as they say, mingle, but also want to be able to develop some long-lasting relationships, Singles is out now, episode 4. That also means that they are also looking for persons. There's a casting call available to see how we're going to give you guys some information. We know we're very close with the team. I want to say congratulations to them as well, Robert and his whole crew, for putting together this show. I believe it's going to be a success. I just want to ensure that you guys come, and you never know. You may find love and hopefully find it for all the right reasons. Director, I don't know if you have another clip there to show me of that Singles. You have another clip to give them? Yeah, let's give them the other Singles clip. All right. Yeah, let's just show you guys a little bit more of this. I'm really proud of them. I'm really proud of it. Let's see if we get that up, and then probably encourage some more persons to jump on as we go through this season. Plenty of people looking for love. Plenty of people looking for love out here, and a lot of persons are looking for a spouse. Let me know when you got it, Director. Okay, let's go.
I'm someone I really like soca. What? I'm someone I really like soca. What the fuck? You make me feel when you whine on me. Somebody get the phone, go to the telephone. I get wet.
So they're getting ready for Singles. Carnival edition is coming up. So if you know that you want to be able to look out for that, episode is coming up soon. And for also, if you want to be a part of the show, you are a young individual. Actually, it's not age doesn't really matter. If you're a young person, elderly, if you're looking for love, and you believe that 2026, you've been waiting a long time. You feel like if 2026 is a year. But the dating scene has been pretty hard. You say, boy, every time I walk to the streets just look hard, It's not as easy. Pickings is not as easy. But you want to be able to come in a room of people and just talk, hear, ask the right questions early, get the right information, assess it quickly, so that you're finding people that you're more compatible with. And you never know. We just may have some matches, and you just may find the person that's going to be your forever. So, Singles is available. It's going to be out. Episode 4 is out now. Carnival edition is coming up. And don't worry, we're going to get ready to see some of that right here on Real TV as well. Again, great job to the team. Kudos and congratulations on all that you guys have been doing. I think one of the directors, I think I heard him say that he's going to be jumping on an episode. That's right. I heard one of the episodes, looking for love out there. So you ladies, we have some pretty decent young men inside of Real TV in the studio here. And I'm just sending that out there for you all, so that maybe if you see him, see them on the prowl part of the episodes. You guys may just, you never know, doesn't match up. The only thing about the event and episode is just, I think most people are afraid of just their balloons getting popped. Not just because your balloon got popped and the person isn't really into you. It's just that it's sometimes just a little startling, because every time it pops, it just gives you a little something. But you guys are gonna be all right. Your heart can handle it. But I think thus far it has done a fantastic job, and we look forward to seeing more of it. We're gonna get into this conversation with the Prime Minister. And her statement, Trinidad and Tobago has become a lawless dump. And speaking on her fines, we're going to hear some feedback from the opposition minister as well, Penelope Beckles. We're going to see all of that when we come back from the break. We're going to go to the top and come back with some more. Hey guys, it's a beautiful Monday here in Trinidad and Tobago. Please wake up. If you're on the road right now, I do hope that you had some what do you call that, boy? Your breakfast. By the way, I got some beautiful cheese pies today and a nice hot chocolate from a beautiful breakfast shed right in San Juan. If you guys are in the San Juan area, I will get the name for you guys, hopefully, if not today, tomorrow, to let you all know. Go check them out. Go check them out. Real nice stuff, good people, opened early. And I was very happy that, we was able to get some breakfast, got into the studio. The team was good. Feel good this morning. So we're going to come right back right here on the first look. I'll see you guys soon.
When security matters most, choose Catch Security Services Limited. We are proudly approved by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We protect your home, business, community, and much more. Our services include professional baton and armed officers, specialized K-9 units, mobile patrols, secure cash pickups, secure transport, and pepper spray applications and supply coming soon. Don't wait. Secure your assets now. Contact Catch Security today. Call 622-6601, email info@cssl-tt.com, or visit our office at 30-32 Saddle Road, Maraval.
Hi, I'm Naka, introducing to you Bridging the Gap, where we touch on the news, discuss social issues and current affairs with a twist. Every Monday to Friday in real time, right here on Real TV.
I'm Smith. Have you ever wondered what a man is thinking? Have you ever wondered why a man does what he does? Well, join us on our new show called A Man's Perspective, right here on Real TV on Mondays 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., where we discuss just that. The points, the clues to get into a man's mind, right here on Real TV, bringing reality to you.
When security matters most, choose Catch Security Services Limited. We are proudly approved by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We protect your home, business, community, and much more. Our services include professional baton and armed officers, specialized K-9 units, mobile patrols, secure cash pickups, secure transport, and pepper spray applications and supply coming soon. Don't wait. Secure your assets now. Contact Catch Security today. Call 622-6601, email info@cssl-tt.com, or visit our office at 30-32 Saddle Road, Maraval.
Hi, I'm Naka, introducing to you Bridging the Gap, where we touch on the news, discuss social issues and current affairs with a twist. Every Monday to Friday in real time, right here on Real TV.
I'm Smith. Have you ever wondered what a man is thinking? Have you ever wondered why a man does what he does? Well, join us on our new show called A Man's Perspective, right here on Real TV on Mondays 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., where we discuss just that. The points, the clues to get into a man's mind, right here on Real TV, bringing reality to you.
Terrell Leon Sedeno, 31 of Erin Road, Rancho Camado, was last seen on the 25th, that's Christmas Day, 2025. We're asking that you call the Santa Flora Police Station at 649-555 or 999 or 555-911 or Crime Stoppers at 800 tips or contact any police station. You guys can pay attention to the face. If you do see him anywhere, please, he's missing, 31 years of age. You know, I'm sitting his family right now hoping to get some results. So please, if you got information, please give them a call, 649-5555, or call the other emergency numbers. Welcome back, guys, to the first look. It's just about 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Barbados, Jamaica, St. Kitts, Antigua, Anguilla, Barbuda, all of our beautiful friends and family around the Caribbean, boy, and around the world. Good morning again to you. It's 7 minutes after the hour of 7. You guys should be on the road already, probably in that bit of a traffic jam and getting yourself out to work and to go get, you know, make that money to pay those bills. Now, we're entering into a season that, for the most part, is usually dreaded. And, you know, we need to change this, guys. We need to do better. Because January, it will come almost every year. There's no year that January does not come. And as we enter the new year, it seems as though we always enter it with pain and sorrow. Because we have already utilized most of our early salaries for Christmas shopping and the New Year shopping, and then January comes and you realize that all the money is inside the curtains, on the bed sheet. So by this time it's inside of your tummy. But we usually say that January is what we used to. I'm just saying used to because, you know, we're hoping that we see a better 2026. But they usually call January go-over season. It's slow, you know. it takes a while because, the salary is going to come slow. You're going to have to wait until the end of the month, and people are going to be trying to make the best of the little that they have from now until the end of January. But I do hope that that's not your case this time around, that things are actually in place and that you're able to move freely for the start of the year, because guess what? I think that if you take advantage of all that 2026 has to offer, you just may be able to experience a really good year. All right, so let's jump into some of this conversation. The Prime Minister says that the Trinidad and Tobago has become a lawless dump. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has described Trinidad and Tobago as a lawless dump, but pledged to clean it up for the benefit of law-abiding citizens. Responding to questions from the Newsday about whether government was killing two birds with one stone by doubling traffic fines to improve road safety, while also rising revenue for the country. Persad-Bissessar said all the measures were presented in the national budget and the finance bill. She said the country has no order. It's become a lawless dump, and it's because of the entitled attitudes of some citizens who believe they can do whatever they want while inconveniencing others without consequences. And these entitled citizens span across all demographics and sectors of society. Persad-Bissessar said her objective is to improve the lives of law-abiding citizens who go out every day and try to live a good and decent life. These people have been taken advantage of for too long. She said citizens are free to live as foolhardy as they want, including free to drive reckless, smoke ganja, drink rum, gamble, misbehave, mash up the place, play loud music, and live however they want. However, she warned that all personal choices have consequences and that must be faced. So here the Prime Minister, as you guys would know, if you're just joining the conversation, quite a number of changes over the weekend. We saw increase, almost a double in some of the traffic offenses when it comes to road safety. So their post was put out from the government concerning that, and a lot of feedback. In some instances, we could call it kickback as well, based on the increase. So now we have, that was the Prime Minister, we have the opposition leader. She has a couple of words as well. Opposition leader Penelope Beckles has also called on the Prime Minister, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, to reverse a suit of new cost increase taking effect on January 1st, accusing the government of using higher fines and fees to shore up state revenue at the expense of already strained households. In a statement issued on December 28, Beckles said the government had chosen to squeeze the population through excessive taxations, punitive fines and intimidation, and demanded that the PM come clean with the nation about the true state of the country's finance. Beckles was responding to comments attributed to the Persad-Bissessar in another newspaper in which the PM defended the sharp increases in traffic fines and suggested that the rule breaking on the nation's road reflected subpar intelligence and lawlessness among drivers. It is evident that the Prime Minister has both misunderstood the purpose of demerit points and has deliberately chosen to ignore it. Beckles said, arguing that the administration had obtained a system intended to improve driver behavior in favor of what she described as a revenue-driven penalties. She added that the Prime Minister's remarks were not only more than a calculated attempt to gaslight the population and divert attention from the government's new policies of bleeding the pockets of the population in order to obtain revenue to run the country. So here we have this conversation going on. The Prime Minister stating that the traffic fines were necessary as it acts as a deterrent for those who will continue to break the law when it comes to traffic violations. The opposition leader stating that she feels that this is such a stretch on the backs of already strained households. Now, we can't come here and tell you guys, how to feel about laws being in place. A law is a law, and they're there to be able to ensure that the country benefits from it. Law-abiding citizens benefit from it. However, we must state, and this is why discretion is important. There are many incidents that do happen on the road. In some instances, there's stuff that happen that you, a law-abiding citizen, may not even be really aware of. For example, one of your lights go out. While driving, you're not very aware that happened unless somebody stops you, probably pulls you over and tells you. In this instance where, a traffic fine goes up, let's say, I know that they have mentioned driving without a seatbelt, driving without your license. Like, there are things that can happen to an ordinary citizen. They could have bought a car, just transferred stuff over from one vehicle to the next, and left the insurance seated on a door, a desk, or something like that. And it's not that they don't have it, it's just not available with them in the car. And these instances, now they're going to pay way more. So while we assume that it only impacts those who break the law, sometimes it can impact those who also obey the law, but have found themselves in circumstantial situations. So a lot more to be discussed here. We do have some figures. We're not going to get into that today, but still, a lot more to be discussed. But in the meantime, we're going to take a short break and come right back. This is our second hour. With so much to get and to speak about as well. So much happening around our country. We're going to chat a bit when we come back. So guys, let's go to the break, come back, and see you guys soon.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
This holiday, taste the season with Zoe and Nevi's Punch de Creme. Try our signature flavors: Holiday Gold, rich, creamy, and made for that classic Christmas taste. Festive Roast, smooth, bold coffee blended with that Caribbean holiday sweetness. Midnight Cocoa, chocolate lovers, this one's for you. Indulgent and silky. And Twilight Mocha, the perfect mix of cocoa and coffee in every sip. Whether you're hosting, liming, or gifting, we've got you covered. Order now for delivery, pickup at select locations. Message us on Instagram at Zoe Nevi Products or WhatsApp us to place your order today. Zoe and Nevi Products, bring home the spirit of the holidays.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
This holiday, taste the season with Zoe and Nevy's Punch de Creme. Try our signature flavors, Holiday Gold, rich, creamy, and made for that classic Christmas taste. Festive Roast, smooth, bold coffee blended with that Caribbean holiday sweetness. Midnight Cocoa, chocolate lovers, this one's for you, indulgent and silky. And Twilight Mocha, the perfect mix of cocoa and coffee in every sip. Whether you're hosting, liming, or gifting, we've got you covered. Order now for delivery, pickup at select locations. Message us on Instagram at Zoe Nevy Products or WhatsApp us to place your order today. Zoe and Nevy Products, bring home the spirit of the holidays.
Just about 21 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. We're touching a bit back on these fees, the discussion with the increases in the fines. Earlier on, we spoke about the traffic fines, which we have seen that from effective January 1st, some of these fines will be moving from $1,000 all the way to $2,000, which include using vehicles in a defective condition, improper use of dealer's license, motorcycle without helmet, driver not wearing seatbelt, front seat passenger wearing no seatbelt, child under 5 not wearing seatbelt, child over 5 not in child restraint, unauthorized motor racing, failure to obey traffic warden. So you guys see that, right? So you can actually be ticketed for not obeying the traffic wardens. I know that you guys give them a little bit of headache out there. Improper U-turn, improper overtaking, no valid inspection sticker, failure to present vehicle for inspection, and defective windscreen, and much more. Also, with the increase in fees as well, we have seen an increase in custom fees. This will also take effect from January 1st. Custom declaration fees from $80 up from $40. Container examination fees, $750 from $375, and $1,050 from $525. So practically these custom fees have just doubled. Also, birth death registration effective January 1st. The late birth registration for 3 to 12 months olds were $50 or now go to $50, $40. Birth registration over 12 months with authority are now $100 to $150. A declaration of birth in another district, a correction of registration errors, $30, and so on. So we see that a lot of the conversation coming out here is not only because of the fact that we have increases in traffic fines, but also because of the fact that we have increases in a lot of sectors as well. I think the timing of the announcement of these increases just came at a bad time. It's Christmas, and then we understand it's the New Year coming shortly, just a couple of days, and everybody is trying to put things in place to ensure that the New Year is set right. But slapping the nation with a bunch of increases in different areas, I think would have garnered those type of responses. And here's what. This impacts people so much because this one change now starts to ripple into our economy, and automatically, without fail, we've literally seen just the Maxi Taxi Association, they are now having conversation. I think you could throw that up for me, Director. We have issues now within the Maxi Taxi Association where they too are considering if they should increase their prices. The priority bus route Maxi Taxi drivers are suggesting that the fare for short drops be increased by $3. In response to the doubling of the toll for Maxi taxis operating on the PBR, drivers are predicting increased fares for commuters, which suggests of a $3 raise for short drops. However, the decision is not yet final, and operators still have to balance that now $600 quarterly toll, the doubling of most traffic fines, and potential increase in prices of vehicles, parts, and custom fees are also set to double. As gazetted on December 25th, custom declaration fees will go from $40 to $80, container examinations from $375 to $750, and from $525 to 44 containers to $1,050. With these adjustments coming all at once on January 1st, drivers said they have little choice but to raise fares. One driver, Andre, suggested retaining the standard $10 fare from Port of Spain to Rima and vice versa, and the increasing short drop fare from $5 to $8. He compared it to the $8 Arima to La Hakata taxi fare. So you see now clearly a push of course within in our communities, and now the Maxi Taxi Association are coming out to make a decision whether or not they should raise their prices. I mean, some persons may argue, speaking just on behalf of the public, that they may say, okay, $3 may be a stretch, but I think we have to also understand what they're saying. We are seeing literal prices that are doubled. The traffic violations, and they live on the road in terms of their business on the road. So if they are in any issues, they are now the prime suspects. Those who are taxi drivers, those who are maxi drivers, they are literally on the road all the time, so they have to face these fines in front of their face. Also, as it pertains to customs, getting in parts for their vehicles, the parts prices have just increased. So they're looking at the fact that it's going to be a stretch for them financially to be able to maintain all of this. So now we see a challenge because they want to raise the price by $3. I don't know if the public would be able to really stand this. We need to have some questions and conversations. What could be done to help either subsidize the taxis and maxi drivers so that they'd be able to maintain a price that is easier for the public to afford, or what is going to come on the public's end to ensure that they increase revenue and that they're able to pay these price increases. So many changes in such a short space of time. And I think, as I said before, this increase came at a very ill time. I mean, to jump in a maxi and pay $8 for short is wild, from Curepe to San Juan. Yeah, Director, you had to buy a bike. Guys, honestly, I mean, we understand, we do understand. Like, you have to live, you have to maintain your vehicle. We understand. So the conversation isn't whether or not, you have bills to pay. We know, but that is steep. That's steep. I can imagine the average mom with her children. You all have to remember that it's not just one person coming into your Maxi. It's also families as well. So imagine a mom with about 4 children, all over the age of 5, that jump into your Maxi, and you've increased that by $3. That's $8 per person. That's 5 by 8, which in itself could be a lot of money for that family. So while we understand, remember that people move in pairs, in groups, in families, and it just may impact them. And again, from Champlain to San Juan, would you guys increase it to $8? I think people may just decide to walk. If you don't get a bike, if you don't get a scooter, So we don't want to be too harsh. We have to remember to be kind. The public, they do depend on your service. But I do believe that, we need to still be able to kind of come to some better common agreement here. All right, guys, we're going to take a short break and come right back. Oh, do we have a call on the line? Let me see if we can get it.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm watching the program for the first time.
Oh, why? Wonderful. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Maraval.
From?
Maraval.
Maraval. All right, caller, talk to us.
My name is Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
What is happening is with the prices that going up on transportation, I have been taking the bus for the last 2 to 3 weeks, trying the bus transportation over here. And one thing that would help is if we have another bus service or a better service in the bus quality that will help with the transportation, that would put a little ease upon the people that needs to take maxis and taxis to work.
Yeah. Listen, I think what you're saying is pretty good advice, because we have utilized those PTSD buses, and it is cheaper, honestly, is. And I think that if the maxi taxis do decide to raise the prices, that, as you said, it just may be a good option right now for us to start back to use the bus.
It needs to be more reliable.
But it does need to be more reliable. So we do appreciate that, and we are going to see if we can talk to some of the authorities concerning it. Nicole, we really appreciate your input this morning. Are you accustomed? You said you started using the bus recently, or are you accustomed to taking maxis as well?
I'm accustomed to taking maxis, but I tried the bus to see what it is like, and it's horrible.
Yeah, I totally understand. So this is the catch-22 that we're in. We want to be able to take public transportation that is affordable, but then the ones that are affordable, either the service, the time, the reliability is still out of sorts. So we have a lot to work on. Nicole, how did you spend your Christmas?
Quiet.
Very good.
Working.
Listen, we want to say thank you so much for your contribution. Please stick with us. We're going to definitely get more information for you. And if there are any developments as pertains to this, maybe, just maybe, we could see some improvement in the PTSD bus service that can help the public move over from maxi taxis to that if they need to save some funds. We really appreciate your contribution. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, Nicole.
Same to you.
Listen, have a good one.
All right, bye.
Yeah, we just heard that from our caller there, Nicole, out in Maraval, giving us some good information. She just tried the bus, PTSD bus service, and it is cheaper. In fact, I have tried it myself. It is cheaper, but the bus running on time is an issue. The cleanliness of the bus is another issue. So we do have some challenges there, but this is a good point that she made, because sometimes, and I know we want to get there fast. The bus will provide for that reality of a very quick movements up and down the eastern east-west corridor and also southbound highway. But I think that if we also have to manage ourselves financially, there is the bus available, and I think we'd probably want to ensure if we could do it, get it done, people, because you know the country is not getting cheaper, and unless your salaries are increasing, you have to make some wise decision come 2026. We do appreciate our caller, Nicole. Thanks so much, Nicole. You know, do yourself. Nicole, I should have asked Nicole, director. We should have gone to ask her which one could come and get some sorrow. Yeah, we'll find out. Nicole, do yourself. Call us back. Let us know if we could come forget our sorrow. What taste whatever sorrow they had for Christmas. You know, we're doing a little taste testing. All right? Guys, we're going to take a short break and come right back. Thank you guys so much for watching our Real TV. This is The First Look. I'm your host, Brandon Best. I'll see you guys soon.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance. Is thermally and acoustically insulated. Provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
Are you reliable, self-motivated, a good communicator, and experienced in sales? Then Good Price Wholesalers is the right opportunity for you. We are looking for individuals to join our sales team in Central and South. Applicants must have their own vehicle, sales experience, good communication skills, and a strong work ethic. If you're ready to be part of a committed and professional team, we want to hear from you. Visit us at number 5 La Pastora Road, Santa Cruz, or call 338-9884 for serious inquiries.
Hi, I'm Joanne Ogaru, and welcome to Smart Talk. SMART is the acronym for the Single Mothers Association of Trinidad and Tobago.
And I am Melissa Brown. Smart Talk exists to give single mothers and families real conversation, real data, real advocacy.
And I am Shermaine Wickham Howe, President and founder of the Single Mothers Association, highlighting all issues affecting single mothers, facts, situation, solution, empowerment. So tune in at 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. every Wednesday on Real TV with Smart Talk.
When security matters most, choose Catch Security Services Limited. We are proudly approved by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We protect your home, business, community, and much more. Our services include professional baton and armed officers, specialized K-9 units, mobile patrols, secure cash pickups, secure transport, and pepper spray applications and supply coming soon. Don't wait. Secure your assets now. Contact Catch Security today. Call 622-6601, email info@cssl-tt.com, or visit our office at 30-32, Saddle Road, Maraval.
Hi, I'm Naka, introducing to you Bridging the Gap, where we touch on the news, discuss social issues and current affairs with a twist. Every Monday to Friday in real time, right here on Real TV.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budusing Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Hi, I'm Steve Stanker, Transformational Life Coach. Join me on Elevate with Coach Steve as we transform your mindset, build mental and emotional resilience, and help you rise into your best self. Every Tuesday from 9 a.m. right here on Real TV. Let's elevate together.
A man robbed of his vehicle in Cookreet. A vehicle that was reportedly stolen from its owner in Cookreet was recovered in Laventille. According to sources, a customer was refueling his vehicle at white Toyota Aqua PBN 9105 at Peaks Service Station around 3 a.m. on Sunday, 28 December. Whilst there, two men armed with firearms held him up. The men drove with the victim throughout Diego Martin and subsequently let him out on the eastern bound of the Western Main Road, Cookreet. The victim sustained no injuries. The police was contacted and the report was made. Police officers around 12 p.m. on Sunday, 28 December, received key intelligence and as a result conducted an exercise at Dan Kelly Road, Laventille. The officers observed the Toyota Aqua PDN 9105 parked at the end of the street. No one's arrested. However, an arrest is imminent. Investigations are continuing. So I guess I think this would be some good news that the vehicle was, I would believe in this case, recovered. But this is very scary that you can be literally just pumping gas at your gas station and people just run up to you and tell you sit in the car, and while you're there, they run off with your vehicle, and you don't know what they're going to do with your vehicle afterwards. And, I would probably want to ask the public, if you were in an incident, you just brought a brand new vehicle, and unfortunately it was stolen from you, and the criminals will take your vehicle and they go commit some crime with it, what would you do? Would you sell the vehicle? Would you stay? Would you keep it? I actually know personally, real time, I have a first-hand account eyewitness and someone who was involved in a situation where their vehicle was stolen, and literally some hours after it was involved in a murder, and the suspects of the robbery, they were then connected, or they would have met up with the police and they had a gun exchange, and then those two suspects died within the vehicle. Now, if your vehicle was stolen and that happened, where they would have gone commit a crime and then lost their lives, so obviously there's blood stains, you know this, as graphic as it could be. What would you do? Would you keep the vehicle? Would you sell it? Would it represent something traumatic? Would you just be happy to get back your vehicle? I think these things can be so daunting because, we don't know how hard people have tried, and mothers have worked and fathers have worked just to be able to get a vehicle. We're literally talking about price raises for the priority bus route. We have so many people in this country that travel, and still we have so many cars. But the reality of the situation is that we don't know what was the sacrifice made just to be able to get that vehicle. And it can be so discouraging after someone actually gets the vehicle, they're excited, they can move about, they can carry their family, and then boom, in a moment's notice, someone is out to take a vehicle to do who knows what. I was once a victim of a stolen vehicle in the past, and I mean, it was a very, not just traumatic, but very scary time. I remember getting calls for probably about about 2 or 3 years afterwards of persons telling me, and you guys have to be careful of this, persons calling me to tell me that, you know, they know which way the vehicle is, and if I want to get it back, I pay them $3,000, and I can get it, they can meet me by a police station. It's that whole ring out there is a legitimized organization, not legitimate in their legality, is legitimate in the fact that they have structure. There is things that are happening, especially when it comes to car theft. I honestly, having been a victim myself, I'm telling you, there is an organized system. When they take that vehicle to where they put the vehicle, to where it goes, when it goes into the shop, when they start to shred it down, how they start to move license plates around, who it's shipped to, which car company, if it's for car parts. It's a deep a ring, and I mean, it's so unfortunate because after you have done that, you don't know the person is still paying for this vehicle in the bank, and you go to the bank, and if you don't have insurance, or it could be, it could be daunting if the person can't refinance the loan. They're now just left with a bill and still no asset. So it's a really tough circumstance and situation to be in. We also have some reports of a young man in Gasparillo that he died in a early morning accident. So a family is mourning as the new year approaches following a fatal road traffic accident along the Sir Solomon Hotrai Highway in Gasparillo early Sunday morning. Police said Ian Kazim Peters, 21 boy of Ajit Singh Drive, Dumfries Road, Laramine, died after he became pinned under a Kia H100 pickup. Investigators said that around 3 a.m., officers received a report of a crash along the southbound lane of the Sir Solomon Hotrai Highway near the Gasparillo overpass. At the scene, they found a white Kia H1 pickup, registration TCN 8807, about 30 feet off the eastern side of the roadway in nearby bushes. The vehicle had flipped onto its side near Fence Warehouse. Fire officers used the jaws of life to remove Peter's body from beneath the vehicle. So our condolences going out to Ian Kazim Peters and his family. You guys have to be careful. This is, Christmas and Carnival are two seasons that in Trinidad we say are silly season. And we say that because it's almost as though people lose all of their senses when it comes to driving on the road. We don't know if it's what they're eating, drinking, but it seems to be one of the time where road activity as it pertains to accidents increase. I am asking, I'm pleading with you all, please take your time on the road. You'll have to be careful this Christmas, this New Year's, heading into the carnival season. You have to be as vigilant as possible. Also, unfortunate news, guys. Listen. When I come here in the morning, I really don't want to be the bearer of bad news. It's just that these are the things that are happening in our country, and we believe that within the next coming weeks, we're going to be able to chat with some people who are giving us a lot brighter news as well. We want to be able to have some interviews with our sportsmen, our artists. We want to see all the good things that are happening in our country, but unfortunately, we still have to report on the facts and what's going on. It's important because we have to know. So there was a murder in Marabella. It says gunshots rang out on a Saturday evening. The life of 35-year-old Kajani Matthew Codrington, whose body was later found on a roadway in Marabella. You see, so gun violence is on the rise, theft is on the rise, home invasions are on the rise. listen, we don't know what's happening, but something needs to be done in this country, especially around this season. My condolences to this young man and his family. We need to do better. I believe that this country has so much to offer, and it's very scary when, you know, our country is being plagued with so many criminal entities and criminal activity. Guys, we're going to take a short break and come back. When we do, we're going to get ready to close out this second hour and just take you guys through in fine style. My name is Brandon Best. Please feel free, if ever you want to chime in on any of our conversations, the number to call is 744-7325. Also, if you're a business owner and you want to advertise, you can also give us a call at 744-7325. We'll get you guys connected to our programming. Also, just a little bit of lesson on television. You see that red line that is across the screen, and you see all of the emergency numbers that's running across it. You know, you guys can, in fact, utilize this for your businesses. So we're going to tell you guys some more about that. 744-7325. All right, chime in if you need to. We're going to take a short break and come right back. This is The First Look with your host, Brandon Best, right here on Real TV. I'll see you guys soon, man.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance. Is thermally and acoustically insulated. Provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
Are you reliable, self-motivated, a good communicator, and experienced in sales? Then Good Price Wholesalers is the right opportunity for you. We are looking for individuals to join our sales team in Central and South. Applicants must have their own vehicle, sales experience, good communication skills, and a strong work ethic. If you're ready to be part of a committed and professional team, we want to hear from you. Visit us at number 5 La Pastora Road, Santa Cruz, or call 338-9884 for serious inquiries.
Hi, I'm Joanne Ogaru, and welcome to Smart Talk. SMART is the acronym for the Single Mothers Association of Trinidad and Tobago.
And I am Melissa Brown. Smart Talk exists to give single mothers and families real conversation, real data, real advocacy.
And I am Sherman Wickham Howe, President and founder of the Single Mothers Association, highlighting all issues affecting single mothers, facts, situation, solution, empowerment. So tune in at 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. every Wednesday on Real TV with Smart Talk.
When security matters most, choose Catch Security Services Limited. We are proudly approved by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We protect your home, business, community, and much more. Our services include professional baton and armed officers, specialized K-9 units, mobile patrols, secure cash pickups, secure transport, and pepper spray applications and supply coming soon. Don't wait. Secure your assets now. Contact Catch Security today. Call 622-6601, email info@cssl-tt.com, or visit our office at 30-32 Saddle Road, Maraval.
Hi, I'm Naka, introducing to you Bridging the Gap, where we touch on the news, discuss social issues and current affairs with a twist. Every Monday to Friday in a real time, right here on Real TV.
When security matters most, choose Catch Security Services Limited. We are proudly approved by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We protect your home, business, community, and much more. Our services include professional baton and armed officers, specialized K-9 units, mobile patrols, secure cash pickups, secure transport, and pepper spray applications and supply coming soon. Don't wait. Secure your assets now. Contact Catch Security today. Call 622-6601, email info@cssl-tt.com, or visit our office at 30-32 Saddle Road, Maraval.
Hi, I'm Naka, introducing to you Bridging the Gap, where we touch on the news, discuss social issues and current affairs with a twist. Every Monday to Friday in real time, right here on Real TV.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Trinidad and Tobago, effective January 1st, the UNC government is doubling most traffic fines and import and custom fees. Here's a list of all of the increased fines as per the government's website. Screenshot or save this for future reference. Many simple offenses like a defective mirror or not wearing a seatbelt are going up from $1,000 to $2,000. Issues with your headlights are going up from $1,200 to $2,400, and speeding now carries up to a $6,000 fine. No valid motor insurance goes up from $1,000 to $10,000. Now, road safety is a good thing, but between the increase in fees for even minor traffic violations, in addition to the increase in import and customs fees, one thing is clear: life is about to get a whole lot more expensive for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago under the UNC government in 2026. Trinidad and Tobago, effective January 1st, the UNC government is doubling most traffic fines and import and custom fees. Here's a list of all of the increased fines as per the government's website. Screenshot or save this for future reference. Many simple offenses like a defective mirror or not wearing a seatbelt are going up from $1,000 to $2,000. Issues with your headlights are going up from $1,200 to $2,400, and speeding now carries up to a $6,000 fine. No valid motor insurance goes up from $1,000 to $10,000. Now, road safety is a good thing, but between the increase in fees for even minor traffic violations, in addition to the increase in import and customs fees, one thing is clear: life is about to get a whole lot more expensive for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago under the UNC government in 2026. Trinidad and Tobago.
Just about 3 minutes to the upswing of 8 o'clock. You must be on the road, or you're already in the office if you're not there yet. Probably at home. I hope I'm not breaking beach, yeah? You know, Trinidadian culture, when it comes to having a couple of days home, Christmas season, who would have probably tried to take their vacation or who called in sick. We know the tricks, Don't worry yourself. But most importantly, we're happy that you're here, you're in the land of the living, and you're able to connect with us right here on Real TV on The First Look. Very good information, as you see, being covered internationally, what's happening right here in Trinidad and Tobago. And as he is stating, there is going to seem to have an uptick in the increase of fees, which then impacts our standard of living. So we need to become more creative in this season. Clearly, we're going to head into a year that is going to be a lot more financially stretched. As he mentioned, these are minor traffic offenses. That means that this can happen to almost any average law-abiding citizen as well. The Prime Minister's statement saying that we are a lawless dump, but some of these offenses doesn't happen only by lawless people. It can just happen. For example, you can be living on a street. What about places like Lavent Hill and Belmont or Honolulu, where the roads are extremely small, and you can park your car legitimately, and by the time you come out in the morning, your mirror is gone because the bread van has to pass, the gas truck has to pass, and the roads are already small. There's nowhere else for these families, communities to park their vehicles, and then when they come out in the morning, windows are gone, glass is broken, and on their way maybe to a mechanic, or even on their way to the job that's going to give them the money to go to the mechanic. Sometimes it's not that the person doesn't want to fix the vehicle, it's just that it happens at a time where it's like the middle of the month. There's a very low expectation that they have the finances available to go fix their vehicle at that point in time. So they just may be able to get to work, get back home, and put the money together to be able to do it. I think there should be some discretion. So the Prime Minister's statement, I feel like is a little bit strong. I do agree, nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong when trying to ensure that we have people compliant, living within, obeying the laws of the land. But I think missing the mark in considering that these laws in particular, these offenses are ones that can happen by almost anybody and happens in numerous ways, not because they broke the law, just because things happen. And I feel it for us as our community, because a lot is going to change. 2026 is a very important year for us. We need to be ahead and thinking strategically. I told you all, there's no other morning show you're going to come and get this type of information where we ensure that we don't just simply inform you, but we also guide you. We interpret the information in a way that you guys can understand, but also guide you to make the best decisions moving into 2026. We can't tell you all anything about your political affiliation. That's all for you. But what we could tell you is what are the facts, what makes sense, and let's see how we could try to make some decisions together that will help us to be wise as we go forward. All right? For all my basketball fans, right before we go to the top, let me at least give you guys some of the scores. You may have missed it because you were by your family down the islands, liming with somebody. So if you're a Kings fan, congratulations. You beat the Mavericks over the weekend. Also, we saw Magic taking the lead over the Nuggets. Suns reigning over the Pelicans. The Rockets, they took the game over the Cavaliers. The Heats destroyed the Pacers. Here, boy, big gap. So, for all the basketball lovers out there, congratulations to you. If your team won, and if your team lost, congratulations for you to still being able to watch a sport. It's good. You support something, and there's nothing bad with that. All right, guys, we're going to go to the top and come back. When we do, we're going to get ready to wrap it up, pack it up, and put it away. This is a beautiful Monday here in Trinidad and Tobago, the 29th day. The new year is upon us. We're going to write our resolutions. We're going to go with conviction, and we're going to change our conversations. I'm going to see you guys soon when we return.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budusing Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Hi, I'm Steve Stanker, Transformational Life Coach. Join me on Elevate with Coach Steve as we transform your mindset, build mental and emotional resilience, and help you rise into your best self. Every Tuesday from 9 a.m. right here on Real TV. Let's elevate together.
Hi, I'm Joanne Ogaru, and welcome to Smart Talk. SMART is the acronym for the Single Mothers Association of Trinidad and Tobago.
And I am Melissa Brown. Smart Talk exists to give single mothers and families real conversation, real data, real advocacy.
And I am Shermaine Wickham Howe, President and Founder of the Single Mothers Association, highlighting all issues affecting single mothers, facts, situation, solution, empowerment. So tune in at 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. every Wednesday on Real TV with Smart Talk.
Ready to take
Is there a serial killer lurking in New York City? And why do I say that? Because recently, there's been over 6 bodies that have been found dumped in random locations all across New York City. And there has not been widespread news coverage on any of it. The latest body that was discovered and found deceased was found by a man in the Bronx in the Classen Point section. The body was floating in the water behind his property. Now keep this in the back of your mind. These bodies are all being found in the randomest of places. There was the decomposing body that was found in Coney Island. There were also body parts that were discovered in the Harlem area in Upper Manhattan. And there were also bodies found in Queens as well. And there hasn't been any updates tying any of them together by the NYPD. And that includes not even updating us on their identities as well. So the question should remain, why are they not telling us anything about what's going on? And if it does turn out that there is an alleged serial killer around New York City, why are they not alerting the public? And let me put this into perspective as well as to why some are believing that it is a serial killer. It's because the majority of the bodies that have been discovered and found are female. And that includes the one that was recently found in the Bronx in Classen Point. So once again, this has not been confirmed by anyone. But the bodies, if you go look up the stories, you'll find that they all were female. So it's kind of tying it all together and also putting it into a perspective. But we will wait and see until the authorities update us on any more details. If you're in the New York City area, just have your head on a swivel and be mindful of your surroundings. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Body of skeletal remains that were found right here in Coney Island, 32nd Street, right here at the boardwalk. Look, my colleague. We're literally just off the boardwalk. This is a kind of a yucky area back here, a lot of brush. NYPD tell me that some of the bones were missing, but these were skeletal remains, and that somebody found a skull first and alerted the police. So now the medical examiner will take a look and figure out what in the world happened here. We're here on the boardwalk at 32nd Street, Coney Island.
A bit of international news there. Quite a development happening in New York City. It appears to have a serial killer allegedly on the loose. reports coming out of numerous bodies being found in and out of New York City, specifically female. I did have some personal conversations about this just to verify the validity of some of these stories and their frequency and consistency and cohesiveness as it pertains to the chain of events. And it does seem to have a very extreme pattern that is out there. So if you're in the New York City, I know for many of us in the Caribbean and up the region, a lot of our family members live in, especially New York. A lot of the diaspora is up there. So I want to encourage you guys to please be careful. To all of those that are in the New York City area, all of our families, friends, young ladies, be very vigilant of your surrounding. This is not the time to not be aware. You want to be safe as you enter the 2026. We know that America usually has a high detection rate, but the problem is that when you have a serial killer on the street and on the loose, he's also as systematic as the police themselves. So it takes to take a little bit of time before he is caught and found. So please be careful. Just a bit of international news. As you know, Real TV, we are on different channels as well. So we are not only seen in the Caribbean, but also across the world. So I would just encourage you guys, please be safe out there. Also, last week I did give you guys the fireworks information, guys. I told you all that there are fines. It is $100 if you want to buy your permit. You can utilize your permit to then use your fireworks. It's just $100. Or if you don't do that, you will be fined $450. Now here's the issue. On public holidays, you have $1 free, 1 hour free. If you don't have your license on a public holiday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. within that hour and that hour only, then you can shoot your fireworks. On a public holiday that's New Year's, that's coming up right now, from 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m., you are allowed just 1 hour to shoot off your fireworks within that time. But here's this. I'm going to show you guys a video, and this is one of the major reasons why these laws are in place, because this is what you call recklessness. Director, let's go to the video and let's show the people what's happening. And this is why, you know, I come here to do my best sometimes to argue on your behalf as a public, and you know, to try to show that we do some decent things. But this here is what creates some of our problems. Let's go to this video.
Right there, right there, right there. Right there, you are. Oh, it's getting blocked. Evil. Boss is on that bike. Hey, boy.
Now that is what you call recklessness. 11 minutes after the hour of 8 a.m. You guys saw how low that fireworks was when it began, literally next to people's vehicles. That could have broken a glass. That could have been inside someone's vehicle. It could have landed somewhere. It could have caught a fire. And here's the problem, guys. When you do this, it's all fun and games when it's fun and games. But if you had damaged 3 vehicles on the roadside, a line, a power pole, to all those young men out there, you don't have the money to be able to cover the damages for these vehicles. Insurance, you're not insured. Your fireworks is not insured. Also, you could have taken out the lights in the whole community and in the whole area. And, you know, they're running on the road so carelessly. And sometimes we need to ask ourselves, you know, did the parents know that they were going to shoot fireworks and what they intended to do? I mean, we know that we can't control what a child does. We do our best, but children go with their friends, and you know, you could tell us a bunch of young men out there just playing with their fireworks, trying to do it and testing it out probably for the first time. But that could have been a very dangerous situation. And can you imagine if there was an animal around, if people, we don't know what could have happened. We just thank God that it made it through safely. But I'm going to encourage you and encourage you again. If you do this, and this particular type of reckless behavior, you will be fined. That's one. Two, I'm letting you know, go get the license. You want to go and shoot some fireworks, go get it. It's $100. If not, we utilize the 1 hour within the public holidays. And if none of those things work for you, then just simply don't shoot them at all. And that's my best advice to you, because this is the problem. And this is why when it's the season to celebrate fireworks and give, we want New Year's is coming up and we want to be able to shoot our fireworks, and then we find ourselves into these problems, and then there's a ban on it because people just don't know how to act. It is a problem that we have, Trainees tend to not know how to act. All right. Let me just give you guys one more international news, and we're going to get ready to wrap it up. It says winter rain floods Gaza camps. Khan Yunis, winter rain lashed the Gaza Strip over the weekend, flooding camps with ankle-deep puddles as Palestinians displaced by 2 years of war attempted to stay dry in tents, frayed by months of use. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin traveled for an expected meeting on Monday with the U.S. President Donald Trump in Florida about the second phase of the ceasefire. The first phase that took effect on October 10th was meant to bring a surge in humanitarian aid for Gaza, including shelter. He made no public statement as he departed. All right, so we do see that the rains have started to come down in Palestine and Israel, pouring out some floods. As you know, we're in the middle of a ceasefire, which we're very grateful for. But right now, it's reporting that there's almost no way to escape the rain. So if you're in Israel, Palestine, Middle East, and you're experiencing those winter rains, please be careful out there as well. We're grateful that since October, we have been in a ceasefire, and we do hope to see and hear a lot more about that. As pertains to us right here in Trinidad and Tobago, there's still so much more we need to figure out as pertains to the U.S. activity on our waters, having some conversations over the weekend about oil involvement and the U.S.'s desire for oil as opposed to drugs. But this is all alleged conversations. We're going to see how it goes as it plays out. We're going to get ready to wrap it up, but we're going to take a short break and come right back. And when we do, let's just end in a beautiful, fine style. Let the director give us some music, and then we're going to head out of here. All right, stick and stay. This is The First Look. I am your host, Brandon Best, right here on Real TV.
Hi, I'm Joanne Ogaru, and welcome to Smart Talk. SMART is the acronym for the Single Mothers Association of Trinidad and Tobago.
And I am Melissa Brown. Smart Talk exists to give single mothers and families real conversation, real data, real advocacy.
And I am Sherman Wickham Howe, President and Founder of the Single Mothers Association, highlighting all issues affecting single mothers, facts, situation, solution, empowerment. So tune in at 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. every Wednesday on Real TV with Smart Talk.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 2926470 or WhatsApp us at 3847142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budusing Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Hi, I'm Steve Stanker, Transformational Life Coach. Join me on Elevate with Coach Steve as we transform your mindset, build mental and emotional resilience, and help you rise into your best self. Every Tuesday from 9 a.m. right here on Real TV. Let's elevate together.
Terrell Leon Sedano, 31 years of age, of Erin Road, Rancho Comado, was last seen on the 25th of December, 2025. Call the Santa Flora Police Station at 649-5555 or 999-555 or 911 or Crime Stoppers at 800-TIPS, or contact any police station, please. If you see him, if you see about anything, know anything about his whereabouts, or if you do see him, please give them a call. His family is looking for him. Guys, it's about 20 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Beautiful 29th day of December. I'm expecting some big things today for us all. Well, you know, it's always wonderful to be here with you guys. We started just about 2 weeks and a half now, and it has been an amazing journey. The first look is going to be taking you guys by storm. We want to say thank you to our caller this morning, and we look forward to connecting with a lot of you as we come back each and every day and we share information that we believe is impactful. If you do have a story to tell and you want to be able to connect with us, please, 744-7325. You're a business owner and you want to be able to connect with us as well. Utilize the number and connect with us so that we'd be able to be a blessing to you. And if you want to be a guest on the show, we can have you come in as well. Well, Director, it's about that time. We're going to get ready to wrap this thing up, pack it away, allow the people to stay on their work and enjoy what they're doing today. We hope that you all are still cooking. No, the cleaning done. The cleaning done, but they're going to change curtains, you know that, right? They're still going to change curtains. They just put up curtains for Christmas, and you're going to buy curtains and then change curtains again. I don't understand it, but kudos to you. It's New Year's, it's Christmas season still, the parang ain't done. Director, what you have for us? Let's know. We're going to get ready to close this thing out. My name is Brandon Best. This is the first look. I'm here with you guys weekdays, 6:30 a.m. to be able to have a wonderful time with you each and every day. I'll see you guys on the next one. In the meantime, let's go. Bring it first, bring it first, bring it first.
Some time off from me work to help me wife clean up.
I can imagine money being spent. On Christmas one after she takes her bread, right?